It's your boy Crown Boy, and that's always AT Texas.
This is the theme song.
Are you ready for the session? For the session, hey. Tune in to the session, yeah, to the session. Are you ready for the session? For the session. Tune in to the session, yeah, to the session. We live.
Welcome to the sessions, and we back for episode 6, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you for joining us today. It's your boy, Crown Boy, in the building.
And as always, AT here, representing, ready to get started. We have an exciting podcast for y'all today. So glad that you're here.
What are we going to store? What's on the rest of the day?
So today, we're going to actually start with a new segment. This one is called Movie Madness, and to kind of christen it in, we're going to play a little game. It's going to be a lot of fun. I hope you're excited for that. After that, we have something called Generation Talk, and we're going to really get deep with that. We have 3 topics we're going to go over, and they're all very eye-opening, all very thought-provoking. I'm very excited for that. After that, we have a few more things. We're going to talk about Music Minute. As always, we have some new songs coming, and then end it off with Crown's Mindset. It's going to be amazing.
And we might throw in sports, but we got to talk about LeBron James. But let's get into it. Let's start off with our first segment, Movie Madness. AT, let's see what game you got for us today. What you got for us today? Going in this bag.
Yeah. So today, I found some quotes from movies that are somewhat inspirational. And every time we do a game or anything like that, we always have to throw in a little bit of session flavor, get you thinking a little bit, you think you started. So the first one I can't show you. So what's gonna happen is I'm gonna say a quote from a movie, and I'm gonna give Crown 3 options of what movie it could be. They're all gonna widespread, but I kind of wrote them out where it's gonna be tricky to see. So I'm really gonna see what's his movie knowledge. Are you ready for this?
I know all Denzel movies, so let's go, baby.
Alright, so the first quote. The past can hurt, but you can either run from it or learn from it. Here's your choices. Land Before Time, classic, I love that movie. Lion King, which is also a really good movie I love. Or Back to the Future.
Well, I've seen all of Back to the Future, and I'm telling you right now, it's not that one, it's Lion King.
Okay, alright, well let's check with the judges. Okay, there's no judges, but that is correct. Very nice. Do you know what scene that is from?
It's from when the monkey, I forget his name, Rafiki,
Rafiki.
is talking to Simba.
Yeah,
right?
Yeah.
Ooh!
Beautiful, hey, that was great. Okay,
Oh, yeah.
The next one, so you're 1 out of 1.
Alright, 1 for 1, yeah, I'll take it.
Every man dies, but not every man lives.
The
The first choice is Saving Private Ryan.
Never seen it.
Second choice is Braveheart.
Never seen it.
And then third choice is Gladiator.
Seen it 3 times. Can you repeat the quote?
Yeah, of course. Every man dies, but not every man lives.
Well, I'm gonna go with my gut feeling here, and I'm going to say that's from Saving Private Ryan.
No, it's not. That is actually from Braveheart.
Oh,
Good try. Hey, you didn't see that.
I wasn't
I feel like. Yeah, that's true. I was about to use a quote from Gladiator, but not.
Well, you got me.
Third quote. This one's gonna be fun. We're calling this one the series question because all these movies have series, a lot of them. So the first one is, do or do not. There is no try. Your first choice is Thor number 2. I think it's The Dark World. Second choice, Harry Potter 6. So like the last one, Deathly Hallows, I think. And then your last one is Star Wars, the 5th episode.
this is a Harry Potter one. My sister is going to kill me. Do or do not try. Wait, what is it again?
Do or do not, there is no try.
Do or do not, there is no. Well, you know what? I'm going to make another educated guess.
Alright.
And I am going to have to say that that quote has to be from Star Wars.
That is correct. You know which character it's from?
Luke himself.
No, it's from Yoda. You
Yoda,
can kind of tell
yeah.
by his backwards talking. So I have a speed round for you now. I'm gonna list 3 quotes from movies. Not gonna give you any choices, but right when I say them, you just give your first guess. Okay?
3 quotes from movies. Get my first guess. First thing that pops in my head.
Yeah, exactly.
All right. I gotta say the movie. Doesn't.
Yeah, just say it. Okay. I'll start off easy.
Yeah, please.
Life moves pretty fast. If you don't stop and look around it every once in a while, you might miss it.
Forrest Gump.
Okay. Carpe diem, seize the day, boys.
In any football movies, so Friday Night Lights.
Build it,
Or sorry. Yeah, dang.
build it, and they will come.
Noah's Ark. Oh, sorry, The Field. It's The Field. The Field.
Fill the what? Fill the what?
Field of Dreams.
There we go. Okay, so the first one was from Ferris Bueller's Day Off. Yeah, I thought you were gonna get that one. That's why I couldn't. And then Carpe Diem, seize the day, boys. It's from Dead Poet Society with Robin Williams.
I knew it.
Rest
I
in
knew it, but
peace.
I didn't know that. I did not know that movie. But
Wow.
I seen it. It's a good one.
So that was just a little introduction into movie madness. This segment is gonna explode into some other things. We're gonna break down some movies that we really like to see. Have some people that are working on movies and making it as actors, and then they're gonna come around and they're just gonna chat with us. It's gonna be good.
I'm more like that segment. So it's gonna be a lot of fun.
It is.
So just to give you a little bonus, I got like a little riddle for you. I got something
Okay.
for you now. I got a question to ask you to see how you're gonna handle that. All right. So here is the situation. Okay. It doesn't matter where you're taking it. Doesn't matter where you're going. It's just what you choose. Okay. That's all that matters. You have to decide between 3 people: your best friend, who's like your brother, the girl of your dreams, or this old person who is dying. This old lady who looks like she's dying, and you see them all standing at a bus stop, and it's raining, and you have to go and give one of them a ride. Who do you choose?
Can I hear my options again? Your
You
best
can
friend.
only pick one person, and it's either your best friend, who's like your brother, the girl of your dreams, or an old woman who looks like she's dying. They're all at a bus stop. You have to choose.
Is there a correct answer to this, or is this just?
I want to say there's no wrong answer. It's just you would do whatever you would do. It's your car. You only have one seat left. It is raining, so who's gonna get a ride?
I know this is fucked up, but not the old lady. I'm sorry. She might be a really crappy person, and you don't know that.
You know that she's dying though.
And bros before hoes, I'm gonna say my best friend.
Okay. Well, there is a correct answer to this, because you had the option of playing your cards right. So the way I pose this question is so that you think outside the box. The answer is you will give your best friend your car and have him take the old lady, and you would stay at the bus stop with the girl of your dreams.
Wow, that is a great answer. Damn.
That's the perfect answer because it's a win-win for you. Your buddy gets a ride, and you
help
dip him with the old lady,
yeah.
But you don't let
Then
him
you're
with
like,
the
oh,
girl.
I'm stuck. I guess we have to find a way home
Catch
or
the bus
distract
together.
ourselves somehow. That was a good one. That was really good.
Now, moving on, let's jump into our generation talk segment.
Mm-hmm. So explain the generation talk a little bit.
So the generation talk, we're just gonna try to, look at certain situations or certain aspects of life or social, whatever you want to call it, just situations, and see it from other points of views based on different generations. So, see how things were before, or how they are now, and how things have changed over time. Just kind of see how our generation starts to move and create things, and see how it evolves. So one topic I want to bring up is how being under the influence has changed.
By under the influence, do you mean alcohol, weed, all the drugs, everything that changed?
I mean influence itself, even from weed, liquor, whatever it may be, to how you and yourself see influence.
Alright, so going back to that, when I kind of hear that, I think a little bit about this news well, it wasn't a podcast, it was just a news channel that I saw, and they were actually like praising someone because he kind of came out and he said he was like pro weed and he was going to
Crazy.
farms and stuff, and like they were like on national TV, they were like, oh, look at him, like he's making such a statement, like we're so proud of him, he's so strong. Man, like 8-9 years ago, man, they would be dogging him for that, like this guy is terrible, he's blah 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 blah. So when you say that, I kind of do see how influence has changed from the situation, like going from mine, man, when you talk about influence, like you have to kind of see the party scene. Like when I was in high school, like how you were cool is that you like partied a lot, you made a appearance to a lot of house parties and stuff. There's nothing wrong with that. That's how I made some great friends, that's how I got some connected, that's how I kind of like found myself a little bit. It's hard to not find yourself when you're around other people. But I mean, it was fun while it lasted, but it was so like, if you weren't doing it, then you weren't around. Like it was like that. Like people kind of looked over personal, like personalities of people for like what they had and like what they were gonna be doing the night with them, and like not just because they wanted to like hang out with them. And like, I mean, that was rough, but that was just all part of our like growing. Like I think some people were really like blinded to like seeing that happen, and they were just moving along with life, and so it's all part of growing. But that was like something big that I saw in high school that I really didn't enjoy, because like I don't know why, but I could see it happening. I could see it happening right in front of me, and it was
Yeah, and to like, I agree. Like back then, weed was always seen as a bad drug. Growing up for me, it was always like a bad thing. I didn't even dabble in it until later on in life. Like nearly going into my college years. But it's like nowadays it's just like a common thing. Like it's gonna be funny years from now when people look back and be like, "Wow, I can't believe they had bans against weed." Like you couldn't smoke it anywhere. Like, yeah, it's just like I feel like the influence itself is like everyone becoming more acceptable to different things, to trying different things. Like back then, it used to be always about being low key. You had to hide it, or if you did it, you wouldn't fit in with other people, or you were just kind of like viewed differently. Like always a negative thing added on to it. But nowadays, I feel like more people are opening up more to just the idea of being under the influence of something. I think everyone's under the influence of something nowadays.
yeah. I feel that now rappers are like promoting it, and they always like kind of promoted it, but they did it in sort of a rebel way. I don't even know how to explain that, but like they were they were the bad kids, they were the rebels, and now like we have pretty much rappers just straight like telling people to do it, like telling us how to have fun.
Crazy how it's evolving, generation.
And then like, man, imagine how it's going to be in the future. Like I know you just kind of touched on this, but like 20, 30, 40 years from now, like if you look through the like history, there was so many things that became legal, didn't become illegal, it got taken away from being illegal, and like it's silly stuff that like we like think now, like I can't believe they made that illegal. I feel like that's kind of where we're heading, like with everything that's kind of happened, it's getting more of a positive vibe to it. But that's more just talking about weed. Alcohol, they've just kind of been on that,
But I also wonder, like, what if years down the road they actually make that illegal, alcohol and smoking cigarettes?
Which wouldn't kind of make sense, but that would be like, did you see what happened last time in the Prohibition? They kind of got like it wasn't a bad idea. People like crime rates went through the roof because like, oh, I can't get that, but now I'm gonna get it some other way, some other legal way.
Yeah, that's true. I wonder if they would ever consider bringing back smoking on the plane.
I don't think so. It's just so airtight.
But I just know that back then.
I think that's kind of crazy how but I don't see how like really. I mean, it would suck for all the passengers.
Yeah,
private jets.
If they didn't smoke. But all right, now let's go into our next topic. This one I know is It's going to be a lot to speak on. I wanted to talk about age, how it dictates your worth.
Mhm.
You know, and to me, I see it more so as like your age kind of, you know, gauges your experience and doesn't necessarily say how intelligent you are or how much you know, but how much you've been able to take on. Like I feel like, you know how they have restrictions on you can't buy tobacco until you're 21 or you can't buy beer until you're 21.
Yeah.
I feel like that is because at a certain age you are fully developed, you're able to comprehend things and not think so emotionally, or you know what I'm saying? Like I feel like it's where you are fully developed. That's why I think age kind of does depict your worth in a sense.
I think it's all from your upbringing.
Mm.
So
True.
I think age does not dictate your worth. I wish age was just a number in everybody's eyes, because I feel like there'd be so many young people coming up to the plate, stepping up to bigger roles. Like we get so held down by like how whatever age we are. Like if there's a person that is 20, there's a person that's like 27. The 27-year-old is going to be looked to for more advice, for more wisdom, even if that 20-year-old has gone through struggle, has learned, has really accomplished great things. Like right off the bat, first impression, they're always going to go with that. And I just don't like that, because I feel like that's just another way to hold someone down. That's just another way of, oh, he's that, like kind of place him in that stereotype and stuff. But that's really just for me. I think you can be young and you can accomplish great things, and I think it's more of a curse a little bit to be young and have such like wisdom and stuff, because then you really don't have like the attempts to use it if you like kind of get it in the right time in your life where you're stable and everything. But if you have it, man, get to work with that. I feel like you can just really. But as far as the mind goes, I do not think that age affects the mind. I think it can affect the mind, but like really how much you work on yourself affects who you are. Because I know 30-year-olds, 35-year-olds who are still a little bit lost.
Developed.
Yeah, they're still a little bit lost, and I see that. And so that's just like one really big thing about me.
Yeah, no, I agree. I feel like, yeah, I feel like that's true to a certain extent. Like, physically, yeah, your mind isn't fully developed yet. But yeah, I mean, based on what you do go through and your experiences and your upbringing, it could differ. But I mean, like on a sense of not necessarily your worth, but just like I want to say like your mindset of like your sense of responsibility, like your sense of purpose. I feel like your age, you don't know what life is. You don't know what life is yet, so you don't have all the tools, or you don't know everything yet, or what's out there. You know, you still rely on other people. You still haven't fully grown up into yourself yet. But you know, I think you're right. I don't think it necessarily dictates your worth, but who knows? But with that, let's take them to our next segment. Let's lead them into
Mindset Monday.
Mindset Mondays. Oh yeah, you know this mindset. I really want to talk about generosity. I think it's a personality trait that gets overlooked, and I think a lot of people take it for granted because there's people out there who consider being caring is the same as generosity. You know, I feel like generosity is more of a selfless thing. You know, it's something that you just do without any hesitation, without any personal gain from yourself. And I think there's a lot of people out there who consider themselves to be very generous because they do nice things, but they do it for self-gain, or they have other intentions behind it instead of just being generous. So I have 4 C's I have 4 C's of generosity that I got from Corinthians 8:1-5. And here is the first one. Now it's celebration. You should always, giving should cause us to celebrate. It's something that we shouldn't want to do for ourselves or get any attention. It's something that we should be willing to do without any hesitation and rejoice because we're so happy that we're able to help someone in need or give something that was deserving to someone. Be very generous. Number 2 is compelling. That's what giving should be. Giving should be compelling. It's something that you should feel like you want to do because you've been in that situation before, or you can just see their struggle and you just want to, be there and do all that you can for someone to help them out in any way possible if you have the means. And that leads to number 3, commitment. Giving should be a commitment. It's something that you don't do every now and then. People go to the service on Sundays and they give a few bucks here, but then they don't want to do it the next time. Like whatever. It should be something that is commitment, something that you should work to do, something that you should always do and be willing to do. It's really hard to make it be consistent, but it's something that you should work towards. It's not an easy thing, and that's why it's such a big deal. And that is our 4th one, consistency. Consistency, you have to be able to constantly be giving, be generous. Generous is not something that comes and goes. It's something that is installed in you that we all have, and it's a human trait that is looked over a lot of the times. Like people always say, chivalry is dying, so is generosity. Because there's a lot of close friends out there who, that may be in your life who aren't as generous, or where you're carrying at in that fact. So.
Hey, do you believe in karma?
I do. I really do.
I think if you are like genuine, I think your life's gonna be genuine. And that's like what I heard with that. So another thing I think of when I hear that is going back to karma. If you are generous, then you are that. But one thing I've been noticing is I've been looking more towards signs in my life. I've been seeing things that are signs, and one of the signs that I've been getting is to be more generous to people that I do not, I'm not around a lot. And I've been seeing it old friends, maybe people that I wouldn't, I kind of want to go make amends with them, really get connected again, kind of try to extend my generosity with them, because I feel like they still have effects in my life, but I feel like I'm not going out of my way to have that generosity to connect with people that I may have lost along the way. I don't know. But hey, that was really nice. I like that. Do you by chance know what the 1 Corinthians 8 through 15 is?
8 through 15?
I mean 8 through 8. Corinthians 8, 1 through 5.
Do I know what it is? No, I do not.
Alright. Well, I'm going to go
read the Bible faithfully.
So, I bet you all saw this coming, but we do have to talk about sports, and I'm excited because 3 times in 4 years, the Golden State has won. And I knew it from the start. I mean, you just could see it from that first game. Do you think, I will still say, if they did win the first game, it might have been a little bit different of a series, but the outcome would have been exactly the same.
We can make all the excuses in the book. So LeBron had a broken hand, he had a bad team, J.R. Smith was paid to blow the game. But, none of this matters because we all seen it coming. We all knew the Warriors would win and get the 3rd one. But we're all worried about where's LeBron going to go next. That's the biggest question. No one else. It wasn't even that big of a celebration that the Warriors swept. I feel like as soon as we saw that they were winning the 4th quarter, everyone just cut it off and stopped watching basketball. Now we're just waiting to see where LeBron goes.
Yeah, and I think we all know where you wanted to go.
I already know where he's going. It's already a done deal. It's already been stirring up. As soon as I spoke into existence, Russ called LeBron, Paul George piggybacked on it. So I already know for a fact that he'll be in the Thunder.
Yeah.
This next
Westbrook got the phone. He's like, "Hey, you tired of KD? Let's take him out."
Yeah, hey, like I'm saying, it's gonna be a battle in the West now. I hope he doesn't go to the Rockets. That would be dangerous, but I know he's going to the Thunder.
Yeah.
It's the only thing that makes sense. Only thing that makes sense.
I feel like it's gonna be the 76ers.
That's where that's his best fit. I think he fits in perfect there.
Yeah.
And they got a young and talented team.
They really do.
But Philly though.
Yeah, it's not where the king shall live. That's gonna be his mindset.
But
which
Philly's
means LA.
Philly's a good place to be right now because they're winning a lot too though. They're used to it, so.
Is he gonna be the next Shaq where he just jumps through every single team, just whoop? Man of color, I think that's what they use for
Oh
Shaq.
yeah, man. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know how much he's gonna be in the NBA for, but he says that he wants to be there when his kid comes up, and I think that's a while from now. But we'll see. We'll see if he can handle it. I'm saying if he doesn't make it to the finals next year, I give him 2 more years.
I saw so much stress on him during that last game when he went to the bench, kind of high-fived everyone out, and he sat. I saw him just, he was stressing because he's so used to winning, having it come, and now getting a sweep. Now he's But
Wow.
LeBron, you heard it from us. You need to go to the Thunder, make that the next basketball legacy.
Yeah, I say thunder up, baby. Thunder up.
We each play a song from our week that we.
Gentlemen, that brings us towards the end of our show.
It does, and it has been a fun one. I feel like we got some topics out there. I hope y'all are enjoying the new segments. I just want to give some shout outs to a few people that are listening.
Oh, yeah.
Gotta give a shout out to my girl Sarah. You know, she's staying tuned, always watching, all my homies back home. And then I just got a new roommate, so I hope she's viewing in too.
Yeah, and also give a shout out to West Coast Radios, DJ MTK. You know, all of our artists who continue to send us music and you know, use this platform. Stay tuned. We have a lot coming on, and you know, we end the show the only way that the session knows how, baby. We're gonna give them a little something to ride off with.
It's a little bit hot in here, so that's all the time that we got. Thank you so much. Be here same time, same place. The sessions are always coming out. You got Monday at 1, so stay tuned.
If you ain't growing, you're dying.